Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez from creatingwithali.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you another Christmas card. So I did a poll, I think this week, right, like around Thursday, and I was asking you guys what would you want to see, and to my surprise, let me just move this a little bit more. All right. To my surprise, it seems like you all like the Christmas cards. This is the second time I'm making a Christmas card here, and so I definitely want to take the opportunity to do it again. So, since it's something that you all wanted to see. Hola, gordita. So anyway, so thank you so much for taking some time on your busy weekend. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, by all means, let me know. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Also, I just want to let you know that I usually just share these at the beginning, but we just closed what is this class? The Dope of Hope. So this one is already closed. However, you can still get the PDF. Again, this is part of the the Stamp a Stack Christmas cards that we're going to be doing. And if you remember, there is a series of 5 classes. So this was the first one, and it just closed yesterday for the Make and Take kit. But you can still get the PDF tutorial. Now, the next one that is going to be released next Monday, or this Monday, I should say, it's actually one using this set. So the second Stamp a Stack is actually using the suite that I'm going to be showing you today, which I just love. I cannot say enough. I just love all the poinsettias. And so definitely very excited with the second Stamp a Stack. Again, you get 3 cards of each, so a total of 12 cards in your packets. And that class is going to be released on Monday. Now, you gotta be part of my mailing list, so make sure you are on my mailing list so that you can get all the information about how to sign up for that one. And I have, and I will also share next week the link to get the PDF. So if you have everything already and you want to cut it yourself, you just want the PDF, that I will have also that option, which is gonna be on my PDF store. And then finally, because it's all about Christmas cards, so I still have the most wonderful time of the product medley, and so this is the one where you get the card kit for free when you purchase the product medley through me. Now, if you already have this product medley and you want to get the PDF by itself, you can do so, and I have put a link on the description of this video so you can get also the PDF for that one. And this one, it's 8 different cards, which I'll be honest, I still have a lot of paper out of the product medley, so you can easily make a lot more just with the one product medley. So again, you get it for free when you purchase through my online store, or you can get the PDF at my PDF store. And again, I have the link on the description of this video. So that said, today we're going to be doing another Christmas card. I want to say that maybe a couple weeks ago, I shared with you how to make this one. And you can see this suite is just amazing. I just love it. But let me just share one thing that I did not share on that video. So if you can see here, I actually added some of that. What is this? Is this one? Let me just show you. I think it's going to be. Is the shimmer crystal effect. So after we were done, I actually added a coat of the shimmer, or not the shimmer, of the Wink of Estella all over the poinsettia. And I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but then I added the shimmery crystal effects on some of the details of the card. And oh my goodness, it just made a lot of difference. Now, I didn't share it on the video because, of course, you have to wait until it dries, but I wanted to make sure you see it this time. So anyway, so thank you so much. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Carol. Hi, Marilyn. So thank you for being here. So, if you, so let me just share it with you. So here it is. So it is this suite, the Poinsettia Place. And it comes with a series of design series paper, as you can see here. It also comes with a bundle, which is this stamp set as well as this set. which, oh my goodness, I just love it. I feel like this one alone makes a lot. I mean, it just makes it so easy. You can get those flowers super easy, which you're gonna see on this video. And it also has this one, which is the Vellum specialty paper. And I'll just show you one. And what is really cool about this one is that it actually has some sort of flock in it, which is just really, 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 really nice. I just love it. So anyway, so wanted to make sure you show. And then of course it comes with those pearls, which of course I love them. My goodness, if you watch me on the Facebook Lives on my page, I'm always losing it. So I don't know what I did with it. So, which is bad because I know I'm going to be needing them. So somewhere here they are, I know. So we'll find them in a bit. But anyway, so those pearls are really nice. And oh, I can actually show you from here. And what is really cool about it too is that you could color them like I did on this card. So this one I actually used the Mango Melody, and I color it with the alcohol marker. So really, really nice. And I'm kind of worried now because I don't see them, and they're here. I know they're here, but anyway, we'll just continue and we'll go from there. So anyway, so for my card today, I want to show you how to do that poinsettia. And oh gosh, I'm gonna be really mad if I cannot find that. Well, oh, here it is. Sorry, here it is. I'm like, oh, here it is. There you go. Because I'm like, I need them for this particular card. So anyway, so let's just go over the things that we're gonna be needing. So I use a piece of soft suede, and this one is 8.5 by 5.5. And let me turn on my lights too so that you don't see that much of that shadow. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And then I have a piece of the design series paper, which is part of that collection, and it is the Poinsettia Place. And this one is, I believe it's 4 1/4. Let me just go here. Oh, it's actually 4 by 5.5. And then I have another piece of the design series paper, and this one is 3.5 by 2 7/8. All right, so this one is gonna go like so. We're gonna be folding this in half. So let's just go ahead and fold this in half. And let me just bring the bone folder. So always use your bone folder. You get a much better result there. So this one is gonna go here, and I'm gonna be pinning more towards this end, as you can see here. And then I'm gonna be pinning this one right here. And then here's where I'm gonna be doing the poinsettia. So now for that, I have here just the scraps, as you can see. I'm gonna be stamping 2 of the poinsettias. So let's just bring those here. And because it's photopolymer, it's best if you use your, what is this called? Your pierce mat. So I'm gonna bring the real red. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just use that one. And I've noticed that I can get about, yeah, just need to make sure. I can get about 6 flowers out of these, 3 of the large ones and 3 of the small ones. So I can make 3 poinsettias out of half of a sheet, which I think is great when you're doing multiple cards for like Christmas, right? So there we go. Then I'm gonna bring the old olive, and I'm gonna be stamping 2 old leaves with the garden green. Thank you so much, Kay. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing. So we're gonna go ahead and put one here, and then I'm gonna take this one, and actually I'm gonna do it here. There we go. And then I'm gonna bring the die cutting machine. Let me just bring it here for a second. And I don't know that you can really see this part of this. Hopefully you can, but I'm gonna be putting my the paper that we use stamp, and then of course I show you, I show you the dies, and now I lost them again. I'm telling you guys. And we're gonna be using that. One of the things that I think I shared this on the last video, but I like putting them already with the what is this called? The washi tape. That way you can cut them and emboss them at the same time. And I did the same for the flowers. So for the poinsettias, I did exactly the same. So I have them already kind of glued down. And I'm just going to line it up with the stamping. So just give me a second here. Alrighty. Hopefully all is good. And the same thing here. I'm just going to, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. And we're gonna run it through. Okay. And then I'm gonna be doing exactly the same with the leaves. So let me just cut the leaves as well. But what I like about that is that you cut them and you emboss them at the same time. So I tried to do them both at the same time. I feel like it goes faster. You can see it here, the other one. Cut and emboss on the same time. And now we're going to be doing the same with the leaves. So let me just bring here now the leaves. And we're going to bring the dies. Okay. Let me just put this one here. All right. So we're going to be adding the dies here. All right, what is the other one? You just have to line them up. There we go. Another plate and run it through. And that's all the cutting we're going to be making today. There we go. And again, you cut them and emboss them at the same time, which I just love doing it. That way you don't have to run it twice. Let me take the big shit out of the loop. All right, so we have these pieces. Now, using the vellum, I think I showed you that already. Oh, gosh. There is one of the designs that actually can be die cut. So I had already die cut that section. Hi, Karen. Thank you for joining us. And so I love when the design series paper can be cut with the dies, because it just makes it so much easier, right? I mean, seriously. Now, the next part that we're going to be doing on these is I'm going to bring scratch paper and we're going to be sponging the center of it. I think that adds a lot of personality to the poinsettia. So we're going to go ahead and bring a sponge. And again, I usually do a little piece of a sponge and then add a little taff, which is of the color that I know I'm going to be using. That way I can keep the ink out of my hands, although I could say that I'm very messy. And I usually also stamp or take away the ink on the paper and then ink the flower. And that gives me a softer look, because sometimes you get those, I don't know how to call that, but I don't like that look. So I'd like to first take it off a little bit of that ink And then I work on and you can see the difference between one that has and one that doesn't have, right? It adds a little bit of personality there. And then once I have it that way, I would just ink the edges so that there's still a little bit more of, I don't know, dimension, or I don't know, it just looks really nice. There we go. So you see here one that we did and the other one, and they look already a little bit different. So the same thing with this one. We're gonna go ahead and again, I go soft, but I go on a circular motion, and then I'm gonna be doing the edges of those petals. There we go. Now, once I have that, I'm gonna bring also the, oh, I'm gonna tell you, I get all the ink regardless. So I'm gonna bring now the garden green, and the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of ink on the, and see how it kind of adds. You kind of want to take some of the ink there, so I don't like when that happens, but it will be fine because usually that part I'm the one that kind of put it on there, tucking into the, or under the poinsettia, so I'm not too concerned. But this is what I don't really like when that happens, right? It gets too, I don't know, I don't want to say dark, but it's like a smudge of ink. So I always try to take the ink out of the sponge first before going into the paper. So that's what we have right now. So you can see how it's starting to look, right? Now I'm gonna be putting, see that? So I can kind of hide it a little bit. You still see a little bit of that dark part. And then I'm gonna be using maybe that one here, right? Look how beautiful it starts to look. And then I'm going to be tucking this one here as well. Maybe move this one there, right? And then I want a sentiment. Now for the sentiment, I have just here one piece because I didn't knew exactly which one. I think I want to put the one that says Merry Christmas. So let's just stamp that one as well. And I'm going to be using the Early Espresso. Alrighty. And I'm gonna bring the mini cutter and then cut it. Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it. Probably to this. And then also here, so let's just cut it. So it's gonna be like 3/4 of an inch. There we go. There we go. We're gonna put that one out. And using the Tailor Tack punch, we're gonna be cutting the ends of this strip. That way we have like a nice, cute little banner. There we go. So this is how it's gonna look. And I have here a piece of gold foil. And I only need a little piece. I don't need as much. So I'm just gonna cut here a piece. Let me see if this one is enough or if I need to cut it. Nope, it's good enough, so I'm good. So let me just give you the measurement of this one. So this one is 1/2 an inch by it's almost 4, so it's 7/8, so it's almost 4. So 3 7/8, so it's almost 4 inches right there. And I'm gonna be cutting also the banner ends on this one. So you can see I always try to use my scraps, especially for like the sentiments, right? You just need a little bit, but see how nice it looks? You just need a little piece. And so I want to have that one somewhere here. What do you think? Looks nice, right? So now let's start putting everything together. And as I mentioned, you could use your mango melody. Let me bring that one. This is this one. Yeah, mango melody. And I'm gonna bring one of these gorgeous pearls. I just love them. They look fantastic. And I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring it. The challenge here is that they kind of move a lot, and maybe I should have waited until I had it glued so that it's easier. But you can see how, I mean, because it's alcohol marker, it just colors really nice. There we go. Alrighty, so let's now put everything together. And you can see how easy the card was, right? I mean, not too complicated here. Let me just bring my adhesive. Alrighty. And, well, where is the... I need the dimensionals here. Just give me 1 second. Wow, like always. I'm always losing the dimensions. I'm always losing everything in the room. And you won't believe it, but I really try to be prepared, but I don't know. Once I am filming, once I hit live, it's like everything got lost. And I don't know why, because it was here. Everything was here. I don't know if that happens to you when you're crafting. It's like you sew it, it's here, and then as you start crafting, it just disappears. Always, always, always. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put it like towards this section. And I do try to make it a little bit, you know me, a little bit larger, because I like to make sure that I cover everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that section. And it's usually just a little bit, because sometimes when you don't go straight, you might leave some areas that are not covered with the paper, and it kind of bugs me. So I always rather just cut that little piece and be good with it. All right, then I'm gonna be adding this one here. Some here. And we're gonna be adding this one here. There we go. And then we're gonna be adding this one. Now for this one, I'm gonna be using the glue dots. So I'm gonna bring a glue dot here. Thank you, Judy. I'm glad you're liking it. And you can see it's very easy, and I'm going to show you something at the very end. Oh, actually for this one, I want dimensional. So let's just add dimensionals for this part. All right, so I'm gonna be putting this one like so. I do want to use glue dots for this one. And I'm putting 3 glue dots. I'm sure that with one it will do, but I don't know, sometimes I get carried away with that. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck these ones under. So the flower like you saw has dimensionals, but this one I'm gonna go ahead and add it just like so with the seal. There we go. Yeah, something like that. I think that will be nice. Oh my goodness, Karen, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, seriously. I can share, if you want, I can share it with you. I've been kind of playing with this whole suite, and I have the idea all cut out for more cards. But it's just the idea. I have not, and I can share. I can show you how how I kind of get the ideas, right? I'll show you at the very end. Just if I forget, just make sure, just remind me. But I have like 4 more cards that I am kind of designing or playing in my head, and I'm trying to make it. Anyway, you're gonna see what I mean. There we go. And then I'm gonna be putting this one right here. I probably need another one there, just to secure those two. We're just gonna take all the little backings and then see how beautiful it starts to look, right? Like just like that, it looks amazing. I mean, just by itself. And then we're gonna be adding the sentiment. Oh, I'm off camera. Da-da-da. Yep, like so. And we're gonna be adding this one like right here, right? And that one, I do want to use dimensional, so I'm gonna go ahead and add dimensionals. And I have these little ones here, so definitely want to make sure I'm also kind of adhering the green one. So let's just take those out. And we're gonna be adding this one like right here. I mean, seriously, how easy was that, right? Don't you think? What do you think? I definitely enjoy how this whole suite makes it so easy. And like I said, you can make as many of these flowers and it will just go really, really fast. So anyway, so let me just show you some other ideas. The cards are not done, but I have the idea. So let me just, yeah, here we go. Let me just bring them. Especially because you said you have the suite. And so this one, again, it's just to give you an idea of how I end up designing for card classes and whatnot. So this one's, it's supposed to be a card class. I don't know yet if it is, but I was thinking of, like you can see here, I have, usually when I am designing, I might have just, this one was not going to be a video recorder, so I already have all the pieces. It's just a matter of kind of playing with it. But look at that, just do something like that. Actually, it was more towards this section. And I love kind of putting the things, like playing with it and see how it looks. And then for this one, I want to put the sentiment somewhere here or there, and then have a little bow there, right? So I was thinking of something like that. So very, again, it's not yet done. Also, and the reason I'm still doing it is because I don't know if I want a little banner in on this one, right? Or just leave it as a square. So who knows? I'm still, like I said, I'm still playing with it. But this is really how I end up making all my projects. It's always just the idea. So this one though, I actually stamped it on with crumb cake. And then I went in and put the sponging with the Sahara sand. And look how nice it looks, right? And so this one you can see here, I have also just, it's always the idea. I'm gonna be putting this one here, put that one there. Also the leaves. Look at how, I mean, really, it's just very, very easy, right? Very similar to what we did today, just a little bit different. And then have a bow here or there, maybe there. I think maybe there. And then of course just add the pearls, and oh my goodness, right? I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look really nice? So I love doing this a lot. Like I said, I just cut the paper, look for a sketch, and then just put the things together and see how I like it. So that's another one. And this one is kind of a fun. So for this one, same thing. have here, have that one here, right? Have this one showing up, so it's going to be just a little piece, not a whole lot, right? Again, it's just probably something like that, so just a little bit there. Have that one here, this one there. Now this one is with the vellum, right? You can die cut it, and I already sponged it with Daffodil Delight, so I'm going to be putting this one right there. Of course, we're going to be adding the leaves. And somewhere here, yep, there we go. And there's also one of these little berry branches there. So something like that. I just need to play it with the leaves. There you go. So this is another one. Yeah, those pearls are just gorgeous. And like I said, you can color them in any color. I think that for this particular one, I'm going to leave it like white. But you can see how this whole suite is just really, really, really good. And so now look into this one, right? Now I ran out of my real red, the double satin ribbon, double stitch satin ribbon, and so this was the last of it, so I just could make the one bow. But you can see here, same kind of like the same thing as in this one, so that's a good example here. So look at the sketch, right? This one is on a portrait, and this is on a landscape, right? And same thing, you have the two pieces, the gold, and then the label, there you go, is the same. So it's just changing the position of it. So definitely, I love doing that a lot when making cards. And so same thing here. We're gonna go ahead and have the label. And then this one is actually from the Design Series paper, so you can die cut it, or you can use your scissors. So whichever way. There you go, something like that, same thing, kind of like that. And then tucking the berries underneath and have the little bow here. So something like that. So really it's just playing with the pieces. And I'll be honest, most of the time I look for sketches just thinking of what kind of scraps do I have, because I've been doing the cards for either for this Facebook Live or the what was the other one that we did, the Stamp a Stack. Then I have scraps, and so I just try to see, okay, what the scraps that I have, what sketch I can use, and that really triggers the creativity much more easier. So anyway, so those were the ones. Like I said, I've not done them yet. Like I have the idea, and that's exactly what happens every time I go live for the Facebook. Like I have the idea, I have the concept there. It's just I don't have the card yet. But having those pieces done always helps. So anyway, if you have any questions, seriously, I am trying to be live here so that everyone in this group, if you have questions or anything you want me to show, just let me know. I'm trying just to make sure that if you have any questions, if you, I don't know, if you want to see something in particular, just let me know. Also, I'm doing those polls every, well, I don't know, sometimes it's Wednesday, sometimes it's Thursday, but sometime midweek, I'm trying to send those polls so that you can see what you want me to show you. You can tell me what you want me to show you on the Saturday. So anyway, what is a die set that has a bunch of leverages you like so well? Well, I have two. I love this one. This one is the So Sweetly dies. This is becoming more and more one of my favorite ones. And of course, the Stitch Stitch Frameless. I think that these two are the ones that I use the most. I think that 90% of my cards will have this one. Yeah, I mean, and what I love about the Stitch Chips is that it has the circles, the ovals, but it also has the squares. Now, interestingly enough, I almost never use the squares. I use them very little, not that much. But the circles, like these two, oh my goodness, I think I use them in like 80% of my cards. Like almost always I have some sort of circle, and those are the ones that I use, the largest and the second largest. So But I love that I have all the shapes on this one. You can see on this one, right? I used the square, but I don't, I think most of the times I end up using circles on my cards. I don't know why. And then on this one, I love this big, the first two labels, but this one, I am so in love with that one. And I think that they pair really nicely with the rectangles. So yeah, so those two, yes, Eva, you have to have this one. In fact, it's funny because I was actually thinking about getting a second one, because when I am cutting for the classes, I feel like sometimes I need to have two to go faster, just because I've been using them so much more. And actually for this one, I do have two. So for the ones that I use the most, I end up having two, just because, especially for classes, you want to cut them faster. And it's more efficient if I run two at a time than just the one. So, but yeah, those two are the ones that I love the most. So anyway, so thank you so much for being here. Again, this week, we are releasing the new Stamp Stack. And again, at the end of the whole Stamp Stack series, you're supposed, if you get all 5 card classes, you're supposed to be getting 60 cards ready to go for the holiday. So this one is using the one that I showed you today, and again, you can get even more ideas from what I showed you today. Oh, and let me just share one thing. So this one, let me just share it with you, because I don't think I said that, but this one is actually got the inspiration from this card, right? I mean, if you see that, although I kind of messed up because this doesn't have any edge, but no one knows that, right? Like, whoever gets my card, no one knows that it was supposed to be the whole thing complete, right? But you can see it's pretty much the same. Now, I didn't want to put the sentiment all the way here, so I just move it down. Again, no one will ever know. So always use the catalog as an inspiration. I feel like from that one you can get a sketch, and I mean, you can get into your cards. So anyway, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here with me. Yes, Judy, it's a good idea to have 2 sets of the dice. Yes, absolutely. Especially for those that you're going to be using the most. So anyway, so thank you. I hope you have enjoyed. And I'll see you next week. Again, let me know what you want to see on those polls. If I am putting just a few cards that I had ideas, but if there's something else that you want to see, just add it to the comments, and I'll definitely be working on that. All right, so thank you. Bye, Eva. Don't worry, as you can see the replay, no issues there. Alrighty, so thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.